Reimu, love or hate her, you know who the fuck she is. The mascot of Touhou and the shrine maiden of Gensokyo. But what you might not know is that she's poor as fuck. Or that's what the community thinks anyway. Hello, Magi here, and welcome to a brand new series. The series will tackle on a particular Fanon trait or meme. By definition, a meme is an idea, behavior, or style that spreads from person to person within a culture, often with the aim of conveying a particular phenomenon, theme, or meaning represented by the meme. And I would consider the idea of poor Reimu to be a meme, alright? So without further ado, let's begin the Touhou meme/Fanon origin number 1, poor Reimu. Everything has a beginning, and this is no different. We need to look at EOSD. This is not where the meme came from, but laid the foundations for it. In Reimu's scenario, when meeting with Patchley, the librarian quotes, "The books here are worth all the donations your shrine has received in the past 5 years. Reimu replies with, "My shrine gets no visitors all year round." Really unfortunate to hear that, but at this point, I'm not surprised. But this is the earliest instance where we learn that Reimu doesn't get visitors. It doesn't mean she's poor, just no visitors. But because it's Fanon, people take this one step further. So the common interpretation is that she gets 0 donations. Due to this, she's called Binbo Miko, literally destitute shrine maiden. As a side effect, she's also frequently portrayed by fans as being greedy or obsessed with getting money. We'll talk about that very soon. With the origins out of the way, let's look where the poor Reimu meme started. We're going to be looking at a work called Dichromatic Butterfly, created by Taco. It's a doujin work that mainly focuses on Reimu and Marissa. So let's focus on the important part. Let's look at the second part of this work called 10,000 Miko. Depending on the amount of money put into the donation box, I noticed that Reimu's response will change accordingly. Mwah? Oh, Marissa, go ahead, just don't mess anything up. Mwah, mwah. Want tea? Take mine too. Ah, want to eat lunch? I made a bit too much, so there are some extras. Well then, this 10,000 yen that I just happened to have in my wallet, what kind of treatment will I get with this much? Well, it can't be anything that good. I'll just recover the money afterwards, like always. Maybe she'll take out some treasured wines or something. Oi, Reimu, I came to play, Z. Let's pretend we didn't see that. And let's recover the 10,000 yen. Leave the money! If I understand correctly, this is the earliest notion of poor Reimu in a doujin work. That was in regards to Reimu being poor. There are other Fanon or meme related stuff when it comes to Reimu, donations, and the donation box itself. I mentioned earlier that Fanon portrays Reimu as being greedy or obsessed with getting money. So I'm going to present you guys pictures that relate to this. This is an example of what happens if you fuck with Reimu's donation box. At least Chiruno has extra lives, that's for sure. Here, Reimu is using the donation box in a rather deadly way, to be honest. While it has been stated that the Hakare Shrine is a little inconvenient for the human villagers, what better way to get donations than to make it portable? These are just a few of the pictures I wanted to showcase. There's also another side to this donation part, a much more 18+ variation, mind you. I'm not going to show it as I don't want whatever happens to Reimu and those risque pictures to happen to my channel. Literally. But yeah, I think you get the idea of where I'm going with it. And if you don't, that's perfectly fine. It just means you're still innocent, and don't take that for granted. Now I want to show you guys doujin works that show these traits regarding poor Reimu or donations, as I find these hilarious. Hey, if it works, it works. Can't complain about that. Good afternoon, Reimu. Your meal's rather extravagant, as usual. Care to try some? I don't think a high-class yokai like yourself has ever eaten dirt before. Yeah, this is taking poor Reimu to the extreme. Please don't eat dirt. Yo, Reimu, this has to be an incident. We should go solve this. Are you suggesting an incident can be anything that hasn't happened before? I can't agree with you. Marissa, it looks as if you simply want an incident to occur. I wouldn't be saying alarming stuff under normal conditions either. I'm saying this incident is that unnatural. If you're going to say that, isn't it even more unnatural that something like this hasn't happened before? You should think of that as the incident instead. Your hypothesis is filled with contradictions. In Fanon terms, that is an incident. And one of my favorites that depicts poor or greedy Reimu is from Oni Miko. The old year ended and Gensokyo welcomed the new. At the Hakari Shrine, the new year had come and still no visitors showed up. Jeez. Hey! Happy New Year, Reimu. Why do only yokais come to the shrine? Oh, Yukari and the others. What kind of attitude is that to have with visitors of your shrine? If you're visitors, then give an offering. I'll give you some if you bring out a cup of tea. It's okay if it's bland. That reminds me, it's New Year's and things haven't changed at this shrine. It's still lonely and desolate as ever. Being quiet would help. New Year's is a big thing at shrines in the outside world. Huh, there are shrines in the outside world? Yes, there are. It's a big event at other shrines with tons of visitors. A huge crowd of the nation's people gather at the shrine. Oh, so there are that many visitors at other shrine. But those visitors don't give offerings to those shrines, right? They don't at mine. They're just a crowd and go to the shrine and don't give offerings? Oh no, Reimu. Those visitors are there usually just to give offerings. Is that so? It's a countless number of people throwing their offerings without end. It's quite the sight to behold. You could call that event a damaku of offerings. It could even face off against my barrier. A damaku of offerings? There was one person who would donate 10,000 yen in one offering. 10,000 yen? Comparing that to the solitude of the Hakari Shrine, yeesh, it puts the most important part of Gensokyo to shame. Now then, I think I'll head over to Yuyuko's and have some fun. Shouldn't you put a bit more effort into collecting donations for your shrine? See you, bye bye. The conversation between Reimu and Yukari. A damaku? Of offerings? While shrines in the outside world have crowds who launch a damaku of offerings, my shrine had brought hell to Gensokyo. Gensokyo! They say that they will support the Hakari Shrine, but only those who do not believe and those who are impure come here. Could anyone have predicted this turn of events? When Reimu has had enough of not getting donations, the beast, or should I say, the Oni, is unleashed. But yeah, those were some of the works I could easily find depicting Reimu in this sort of fashion. Although do understand these were more of the extreme ends than what you would normally find from fan works. The funny part is, no matter how absurd these fan works are, there is some hint of canonness to it, believe it or not. Although it mostly pertains to her greedy side. If you've read the print works, especially Wild, then you may have noticed that a lot of times, Reimu is really motivated when it comes to getting donations or making profit. Fuck, Reimu's greediness is like a meme in its own right when it comes to Wild. While the main purpose of the video was to showcase how the poor Reimu meme / donation craze Reimu came to be from the Fanon section, even the main printwork series leads to some hint of it actually being legit. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up for the first episode of Touhou meme / Fanon origins. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Were you surprised that Reimu made a comment about her situation as far as EOSD? Would you have donated at 10k yen like Marissa did? Or are you going to donate to her to prevent yourselves from being killed? If you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and subscribe, or else I'll have to donate to her. And I'm cheap, so I'd rather not. Either way, this is Magi and thanks again for watching.